All right, Chris, breaking news. Cam Newton just got placed on IR. So we understand what the Panthers are doing. They have Kyle Allen playing really good ball. He's cheap. They want to see what they got out of him. The Panthers can remove 19.1 against the cap next year if they let Cam go. So which team should be clamoring for his service if they do decide to make that move in 2020? So instead of me just throwing out my rankings, I think we should try to talk this through and then try to come up with a consensus rankings.
Go ahead. You want to throw out the ones that just like at least you think are going to be on the radar for possibly wanting a Cam Newton next year?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I think
you
the
throw
teams
it out
that are
first.
on the radar right now are the Chicago Bears,
Right.
the Denver Broncos,
Okay.
Tennessee Titans,
Yep.
your Tampa Bay Bucks,
Okay.
Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals, and it's a little bit iffy, but the New York Jets and the Washington team, I mean, they drafted quarterbacks last year, but, I mean, it's still kind of wait and see.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. I think the Redskins and the Jets take that away,
Right.
and the Broncos. They got young quarterbacks,
Hold
and
on,
they're
how
going
are
to
the
want to see.
Broncos out now? Because, you know, Elway hasn't been able to draft a quarterback yet, but he likes to bring in these savvy vets.
I get that. He did bring Peyton Manning there, and they did go to 2 Super Bowls, so we got to give him some credit for that at some point. Now, the drafting hasn't been good, but I still think they're not going to want to squash the Drew Lock second-round pick, a guy who I think they valued as a first-round type quarterback. I can't imagine them, the Redskins or the Jets, wanting to do that to their team. So I think we cancel them out right away. I think he would be maybe a detriment to any of them. Whether it's Sam Darnold, Dwayne Haskins, or Drew Lock, they're going to go, well, okay, here's Cam Newton. He's the MVP of football 4 years ago. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's had a lot of great seasons in his career. Why is anybody in the offense going to listen to me over him right now,
Okay,
right? That's where it basically,
I can see that.
you know, but I'm going to throw out the Los Angeles Chargers if things go
I had
south.
them on my list too, but I removed them.
If it goes south,
Yeah.
I could see them finally going, you know what, hey, Phillip Rivers, you are the man, but we would like to move on as an organization. And they're playing second fiddle out there to the Rams. The Rams are all Hollywood, and the Chargers, it's like, we don't know who the heck you are. I mean, you're San Diego, you're the LA Chargers, but they don't have the following. He certainly would bring a little star power to that football team.
I liked you for some reason, Doc.
Yep. And
But
I could see Phillip Rivers end up going to the Titans and being the quarterback down there. He didn't grow up far from Nashville. I could see that happening. So that would just be one team to watch out
And now,
for on the
speaking
radar.
of the Titans, too, like, I feel like Cam Newton may be able to be that second coming of Steve McNair in Tennessee. I mean, he's in SEC country. You have that star appeal there. And I think the Titans, I mean, one thing that they want to do besides winning is pack that stadium out. And what's a better way to do that than, you know, bringing on Cam Newton? So I really like that move there. Now, let's go to Chicago Bears, too, because I feel like we saw the success that they had with Mitch Trubisky last year. And Cam Newton can be that kind of quarterback for them. At the same time, won't be able to turn the ball over. I mean, I understand both of them have durability issues and stuff like that. But at this point now, Ryan Pace just needs to move on. I'm not going to beat Mitch up too much because I watched the game against Philadelphia last week. He's out there trying to do spin moves at the goal line. You could tell that shoulder still isn't right, but they're still putting him out there trying to have him prove himself. And Mitch isn't he's not a good quarterback right now. Like, he just doesn't have it mentally.
The perception of Mitch Trubisky in Chicago might be too much to overcome right now there. And, you know, again, of course, he gets a lot of blame for the fact that Watson and Mahomes are better. Let's not blame Mitchell Trubisky. Ryan Pace is the one to blame there. He's the one that picked Trubisky ahead of those two guys. So there's no belief in the offense, and then there's no leader to kind of get things straight. And Trubisky hasn't got enough, you know, pelts on his horse yet, okay, to be like that leader, vocal, hey, guys, get on my back, I'll do it. They're all like, well, no, we've gotten on your back before, and you throw 3 interceptions, so we're not sure we want to go that way. But I'm with you. I think that's the #1 spot for Cam Newton on my list right now. The Bears makes the most sense. And maybe give that city and that organization some confidence they need.
All right, well, let's get to it, man, because I agree with you. I think Chicago is my #1.
Okay.
I think Tennessee Titans, that's my #2, my former team. And even though I had them on my list, you talked me back into it. They jumped from, like, off my list all the way to #3. The Los Angeles Chargers need to move on from Phillip Rivers, get some star power in that LA market. Hey, that's the list.
I mean, my brother from another mother. My list is the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing, right? Oh, man, it's black-white harmony today on Yahoo, man. We all together. Woo!
I love it, baby.
You're the man.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.